New information about that man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students. He faces a first-degree murder count for each of their deaths and 1 count of felony burglary. 28-year-old Brian Koberger waived his right to extradition after a brief hearing in a Pennsylvania courtroom.
Arriving for his extradition hearing shackled in a red jail jumpsuit with a bulletproof vest underneath, Brian Koberger appeared stoic and calm. Cameras were not allowed inside the Pennsylvania courtroom where Koberger sat, but his family was in the front row, his mother and sisters crying as Koberger glanced back at them and nodded. A law enforcement source tells CBS News the suspect's cross-country trip during the holidays from Washington to his parents' Pennsylvania home was tracked using the Easy Pass from his white Hyundai Elantra. Newly released body cam video shows the suspect being stopped by police in Indiana for a traffic violation on his way back to Pennsylvania. The sources say Koberger expressed surprise that the FBI was involved and asked if he was the only person arrested.
The culmination of that cooperation ultimately led to take the suspect into custody and afforded the families some sense of peace they deserve.
As learned, authorities linked Koberger's DNA to familial DNA in an ancestry database. Koberger is accused of killing University of Idaho students Kayla Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Zana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin as they slept on November 13th. Once back in Idaho, a probable cause affidavit will detail the evidence against him.
I definitely believe that one of the main reasons the defendant chose to waive extradition and hurry his return back to Idaho was the need to know what was in those documents.
The 28-year-old was a PhD criminology student at Washington State University and lived in Pullman, Washington, about a 15-minute drive from the crime scene. If convicted, Koberger faces life in prison and possibly the death penalty. Still here in a Pennsylvania jail tonight on suicide watch as a precaution, but he has been assigned a public defender in Idaho where he has to arrive within 10 days.